Yes, I am well aware I am going back on my word what I said a few months ago about not talking about Call of Duty anymore. But you know what? It's here. It affects the community, it affects the industry, and it affects all of us as gamers. Now, I mean no ill will, and I do not mean to offend anyone in this video. So it's going to be really interesting to see how many people dislike this video after they hear what I gotta say. Hey, hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Call of Duty. COD. It just cannot stay out of the headlights, but then again, that's kind of impossible with how ginormous the franchise is. However, anyone who has been paying attention to Call of Duty and what it does and what it stands for in the industry and how it affects the entire industry and us as gamers, we are seeing the side effects, and we have been for the past few years now. The codification of many video games, as several people have come to call it. Copying the style, the mechanics, the many features and aspects of both the Call of Duty single player and, more importantly, the Call of Duty multiplayer. But more so, even more so than gameplay, and game features have been affected by the rise of the Call of Duty giant. More importantly, DLC has been affected. I think we can all agree that DLC has reached ridiculous, gross heights, as now every single AAA video game that comes out nowadays has DLC, has a season pass, has microtransactions, or has weapons and costumes and armor and character all on the sides. It wasn't like this a few years ago, but with the rise of Call of Duty and how much money that game makes, both in the primary base game of Call of Duty and all the DLC afterwards. You don't think developers and publishers see how popular Call of Duty is? You don't think they see how much money that game makes? And of course, they're going to try and emulate that. Because this is a business. Whether you like it or not, video games are a business. You can lie and pretend to yourselves and act like, no, video games can't be a business. This is all about goodwill and giving as much to the customer for as little as possible, and rainbows and unicorns. You can keep living in that fantasy world, or you can actually accept the fact that video games are a business. They are a monopoly. And like any business, you see what is most popular, what is making the most sales, and you try to emulate that success to bring in more customers. Oh, gamers don't mind buying a game that isn't 100% finished on day one. Oh, gamers must really like the season pass. Everybody's buying the Call of Duty season pass. Oh, gamers must love a ton of DLC. Let's put that in our game. Come on, let's all admit it. We all know it. Because of the popularity of Call of Duty and how much money that series makes, both with the base games and all its DLC, that other game companies try to follow suit and try to do the same thing. Because, well, if Call of Duty's doing it and making a lot of money, if we do it, it should work too, right? Please remove heads from butts, people. You wonder why the game industry is in the state that it's in. Aren't you guys the least bit curious why a game like The Witcher 3, that has given out almost all of its DLC for completely free, isn't the norm? Why more devs don't do that? The Witcher 3 gives players a ton of free DLC character armor and side quests for totally free. Yet Call of Duty character skins and weapon skins cost $2. Now, I don't mind that kind of DLC. I've come to live with it. I understand it. But that doesn't change the fact that this shit, all this DLC, didn't spring up until the rise of Call of Duty and all of its success. Now, I'm not arrogant. I'm not ignorant. I know for a fact this video isn't going to get as many views as I want. This probably will never ever get to 10,000 views or 100,000 like I would want it to try and spread the message I'm trying to send here. You guys read the title. You know what I'm trying to say here. Please do not buy Call of Duty day one at full price. Do not buy Call of Duty Black Ops Free day one at full price. I'm not saying never get the game ever, but it's time to put the fear of God in Activision. Activision has been screwing us all over. Gamers, the community, the industry, they have been screwing everyone over for years now. We bitch about Ubisoft and EA. But hey, at least Ubisoft and EA tried to reprimand their mistakes. They try to make amends. For every shitty deed they do a good one in return. Activision, on the other hand, has never ever given a shit about us. Just look at all the bullshit that Activision has done over the years. How, despite the popularity of the Prototype series, they shut down the developer, and then re-released the Prototype games on Xbox One and PS4 without even upgrading the games graphically in the slightest, while claiming it was a remaster of the two games. Total lie. Look what Activision has done with Destiny. I can guarantee you that Bungie is not the ones setting the prices for the DLC and the expansions. While granted, I consider the expansions and their price tags at least somewhat reasonable considering the amount of content in each expansion, doesn't change the fact that Activision is trying its best to milk that series without making it look like it's milking it, and they're still making it look like they're milking it. And of course, look at the simply outrageous amount of DLC the Call of Duty games get. But why do they get this outrageous amount of DLC? Because everyone keeps buying Call of Duty day one, getting the season pass, and buying every single goddamn DLC that comes out. It's time to realize that supporting Call of Duty supports the BS that's been going on in the industry, because the only reason this BS is going on in the industry is because Call of Duty gets away with it, and you guys let them get away with it. Please do not buy Call of Duty at full price day one this year. If you love Call of Duty, seriously, if you genuinely love Call of Duty, if you just love the games and you love playing the games, good for you! I hold nothing against you. But please, heed my request. Don't get Call of Duty day one. I'm not saying don't buy it. If you want Black Ops Free so bad, please get Black Ops Free. But get it at a discount price. Get it at a sale. And don't get it on day one. Because you are doing exactly what Activision wants. What Activision is hoping for. Now, I'm not against business. I'm not against capitalism. I want people to make money and sustain and make a living and all that. But giving money to Call of Duty, giving money to Activision, only says to them one thing. We want the same thing over and over again, and we don't care how much we pay for it. That is what you're saying to Activision. That is what you're saying to the video game industry, because that is all they understand. Your money. Your money. You can bitch on forums all you want. You can bitch on YouTube videos all you want. You can make rant YouTube videos all you want. Activision does not listen, nor do they care. The only thing they care about is your money, and you need to send a message with your money by not giving it to them. Do not buy Call of Duty Black Ops Free day one. Please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you. Look, you don't have to heed my words. You can still get it day one. You can still buy it if you want. I won't stop you and I won't judge you for it. I'm just saying, if you do that, you're going to keep the industry in the same rut it's always been. Copy-paste games and DLC out the wazoo if you keep buying Call of Duty day one and getting all the DLC. Why would you not want to save money? I would think everybody would want to save money. Watch reviews. See if you'll actually like this Call of Duty before you buy it. Just wait. Have some patience. There are other video games out there you can play. Other video games, AAA video games, that over the years have gone extremely cheap. With your subscription to Xbox Gold, PlayStation Plus, EA Access, or hell, just having a Steam account on PC, you can get games for free or for incredibly cheap. Please, if you love Call of Duty, if you really truly love Call of Duty and you really want to help the series, don't keep babying it, coddling it. Bitching about Call of Duty does nothing if you don't speak with your wallet. Please support the gaming community, support this industry, support the hobby that we love, that is video games, and get us out of this rut. Help us get out of this rut. Do not buy Call of Duty Black Ops Free Day 1 at full price. Have some patience. Wait for a sale. Wait for a good deal. Watch reviews and see if you will actually like the game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. Take that as you will. You don't have to do what I say. You don't have to listen to me. Whatever. That's just my piece. That's just my opinion. That's just what I have to say. If we stop buying Call of Duty, if we actually put the fear of God in Activision, if we hurt them, hurt their wallets, they will learn a lesson that they actually have to respect their customers and reasonably price their products. Help send that message by just not buying Call of Duty this year, or at the very least, not buying it day 1. That's all I gotta say. This has been a video. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Call of Duty and what I had to say in this video. If you think I'm full of shit, if you think doing this will actually help the industry, let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments. We get nearly enough comments. Please leave a comment. If you liked the video in any way, shape, or form, if you liked what I had to say, if you enjoyed the gameplay, whatever, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit the like button. And finally, I am the Gamertron. I love video games, I love talking about video games, and if that's something that interests you, maybe consider supporting my channel by subscribing to me. Anyways guys, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later.